So I've come to Plas Woods, one of the oldest woods here in Wales, and we share this site with Wrexham County Council. They have a car park just further back there, but today I'm heading straight into the woods. Come with me. Plas Woods extends from Nant Mill Wood on the other side of the historic Nant Mill, and together they stretch over 2 kilometres along the river Coed near Wrexham. This is one of our first sites in which we started using our ancient woodland restoration management practice. It's a perfect demonstration of the impacts of this work. Becky Coed is the site manager here and ensures the site is safe and inviting to visitors. I know she's often here with the volunteers at this time of year, and I hope to hear a little more about the work they're doing to support visitor engagement at this site.
Hi Kirsten, it's great to see you. A great time of year to come and have a look at the woods. We're having a look for our Coetiroedd in July. We're doing a bit of a recce mission this morning. We've had this site for over 20 years now, and we're restoring it. It used to be known as the Dark Woods. You can see a few conifers left over there, and we want to get the broadleaf back and the light back in again, and that is for the ground flora. The bluebells are showing you at the moment. We had wood sorrel earlier in the year. We had snowdrops for all the way back in January. And yeah, we really want to show the public what we've been doing here and what you can achieve.
Are they just general plants that you might find in any wood?
Ancient woodland indicators, you won't just get them anywhere, you get them where ancient woodland has been for tens of thousands of years. So that's why it's really important to restore this site. It's to do with the soil type and to do with all the plants that have been here before. But you can't just recreate it anywhere.
How long does it take to restore a woodland back to this beauty?
Forestry is quite a long process, definitely. So it's slow and steady, taking out all the conifers. We're leaving a few behind, but if we came in here and just clear felled a section, you'd lose the soil type and you'd lose what you're trying to save.
And so you have people walking through this site?
Yeah, definitely, like all our woods are open to the public. Firstly, if you're new to the woods and want to learn some skills about map reading, want to learn about the plants, I'd come and join our walk, and our volunteers are a great way of showing you which routes to take and how to enjoy visiting the woodland responsibly so you have a great time. It's a great time to get out and about now, but we really ask, if possible, you stick to the paths. As you can tell, it's a bit wet today, helps us stop with erosion, keeps the woodland looking beautiful if it's not trampled and things like that. Litter sometimes is a problem, so just make sure if you bring in a picnic that you've got a bag and you can carry it all back out with you, just common sense, things like that. And dogs under control, and we've got a lovely permissive path, but it's the access to that is reliant with a really good relationship with the farmer, and that includes keeping dogs on leads. Even if you can't see any sheep, keep them on a lead, and we'll keep that path open for everyone.
So who's with you today?
So today we've got some great volunteers with us. We've got Ant and Brian, and we've got Kylie, our estate manager, as well. So good to recce, and those guys are really good on history, which fills in the gaps for me.
And Becky says you're helping her here today with a trail?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're planning the Coed walk, which is something we've been doing for quite a few years now. So it's an annual walk that we do. And this year we're planning to do a loop around the woods, Plas Woods. Normally we'd do a long linear walk, which will take us from Mineral lead mines down to the King's Mills in Wrexham. But obviously with the COVID this year, we're just planning a couple of shorter routes this year. So we're here today to do a quick recce and get the footpath sorted out.
Are you a staff member of the Woodland Trust?
I'm a volunteer with the Woodland Trust, okay. So I'm a walk leader with the Woodland Trust, and I'll be doing the walk with another volunteer, Brian, okay, who's been doing the walks as well for quite a long time.
Brilliant.
Any particular features you think people should be looking out for on route as they walk with you?
Well, the woods are fantastic. It's a great woods. It's an ancient wood, Plas power woods. At the moment we've got the bluebells and the ramsons coming out really well. But it also has a big history to it. There's a lot of industrial revolution history to the woods, which takes in like the mills and the ironworks, which is down at Bersham, a couple of miles down there. So it's good for the history as well as the getting into nature and enjoying being back out in the natural environment.
Great. It really does sit the woodland in the historical context. And have you got any particular features if someone comes on your walk? What might they see?
It's a perfect example as well as how nature can recover. A few hundred years ago this would have looked totally different. It would have been very industrialised, a lot of people, a lot of brickwork, and now it's back to how it should be, which is back to the nature, a lot of trees, and part of what we're doing here is changing from the conifer back to the original ancient woodland.
Thanks for your time.
Okay, thanks.
I'm going to see if I can spot some of the ancient woodland indicator species Becky mentioned. I know that if there are a lot of these species and a variety of them found in this wood, it's more likely to be considered an ancient woodland. In addition to the Coed trail, I know there are other trails through this wood and I'm looking for the seasonal loop. I can really notice the change of seasons in this wood, with some of the flowers having gone over and others just starting to blossom. The Woodland Trust have a range of resources to help identify trees, flowers, insect and other species you might find in a woodland. I've brought some of them with me today to make sure I'm identifying the correct species.
Ah, perfect. A nature trail. It's a perfect excuse to use my swatch books that I've got. In autumn I could use my mushroom swatch booklet and see what I can identify. Summer I could be using my butterfly swatch book and see what I could spot. But today I think I'm pretty interested in my flower swatch, and I know that I can see some bluebells over there, and I think I can see some anemones over here. So I'm going to just check and see whether that is the case and look at the anemones, because that is a sign of ancient woodland as far as I've heard. Ha! That's what it is. I can see it. These leaves and those flowers. Definitely that. Let's have a look at these leaves. Yes, I can see the shape of these leaves here. An indicator of ancient woodland. So this is it. It's good to see these flowers out in the light now that we've cleared some of the site of conifer. Great. When we're looking at identifying different plants, well, ancient woodland indicators, there's not just one that signifies that it was a semi-natural ancient woodland. It's all of them together as an ecology. So we've got the hairy woodrush here, and we've got what we discovered earlier is the wood anemone, the bluebell, and various others, including the holly, and then this ancient stump from a tree that was felled well before the conifers were planted here, suggesting that this woodland has been here for quite some time.
There's so much to explore in this wood, and with some parts still covered in conifer, you can really see the difference our ancient woodland management work has made. To find out more about Plas Power, ancient woodland indicators, and to order your own swatch books, follow these links.